NGP. NGP.
Your voice.
NGP.
Don't even try.
But it's good.
Hey. Kenny is not here.
But no one expected him to be.
Hey.
Welcome. As someone already said, I did this already, and now it's Nolan's turn. Oh, I'm feeling. Thank you, Super Garbage Day.
Are you feeling super garbage day?
Yeah, Super Garbage Week.
Dustin's been ill the whole time. Hey, Dylan. Finger tutting? I know how to do that. I'm going to accidentally offend somebody.
I was actually throwing signs.
He's been sick the whole time, so it's sucked. But he took a COVID test, and he's got it. I'm just kidding. We're doing okay, and I think Dustin's on the upswing, right?
Well, maybe. We did just marathon watch all of the Mission Impossibles. So
Before we rank this, we tell them our rankings of that.
we'll put your favorite Mission Impossible in the chat.
No, I don't want to know. I'll just tell you mine. There are 6 that are watchable, right? Yeah, there's 6. My list was from 1 to 6. Rogue Nation, the 5th one. Mission Impossible 1, then 6, or Fallout. Then Mission Impossible 3, 2, and Ghost Protocol, the 4th one, is the worst one of all time, worst movie I've ever seen.
He doesn't mean that.
Yes, I do.
My favorite is Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible 1, Mission Impossible 3, Fallout 2,
Should I pack the planet?
and then Ghost Protocol. It sucks.
Ghost Protocol is by far the worst.
Not good.
2 is better than Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, and
Way more
2's
enjoyable.
2's crazy.
Alright.
Super Gamer said Mission Impossible 3, good answer. Hack the Planet, Mission Impossible 1 and 3, good answer. Sparks Fly 1, good answer.
Has an all-time great N64 game that
Is that the
I've
one you
played. I rented it a lot, and it's really hard. It is Mission Impossible. I can't get past. Well, I couldn't get past the first mission. But it was fun. It was good.
More like Gross Protocol.
Give me some skim. Yeah, it's more like Gross Protocol. Yes. We could go on about what's wrong with it, but we won't. Never seen them? They're good. It was worth it. It was
definitely worth watching.
It was a fun watch for sure. Like all of them, it was fun.
But we didn't come here to rank Mission Impossible movies.
No, we didn't. We have so many. Wait. We have so many to rank. Is this all of them?
Yeah, but they're in not the correct order.
Right, but still 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, okay. I have to rank all of the games that we played in 2022. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. I think I'm switching to the correct scene in OBS, so hopefully I don't dox myself. There we go. Okay, we have this tier list up. I'll link it for you in the chat. That's not it. I'll link it for you in the chat. Someone made this in our community. Huh?
I don't know if that's it, but maybe it is.
Hold
It'll be
on.
the presentation one. It's still up in Discord.
It's still up in Discord. Control C. Control V.
Boom. No.
There, you can make your own. But Dustin went through and ranked his list for the year. And I didn't do this last year, did you?
No, this is the first year.
Okay.
I think we should do it every year.
I think we should do it every year. It's fun, and maybe even as an official piece of content. This is just bonus live stream stuff, and Kenny won't do it.
He'll say it's a good idea.
He'll say it's a good he'll say it's a good idea, and that's about it. Okay. I'm gonna start because there are so many, and hopefully I'll get a coffee soon.
And yeah, you're getting coffee. She's bringing it. But
Okay.
here's the thing. Just I need to tell you, you rank them based off of your memory of your experience with the games.
Right, not this is a better game than this game.
Correct.
I know.
Okay, because it's hard to compare certain games to certain games, and you really shouldn't, but you can compare your experience with them.
Yeah, yes, and that's how I would approach most lists anyways, unless someone was asking me, like, what's the best game of all time? And even that would still be, like, my opinion. Also, some of you in chat will have to help me.
Is this me?
Thank you. Oh, no.
Oh no.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Some of you will have to help me with, like, what these games are, because I certainly forgot some of them, either because they were so bad or just forgettable. So, have the list up for me. I need help. Okay. What order are these in? Alphabetical?
Alphabetical, like 50 Cent is.
Okay. Okay.
It's alphabetical file name.
Oh,
so
okay.
It might not even be.
So one of these is going to be weird. Okay.
Although it looks pretty.
It looks good. Yeah. All right. The boom is in the way. So S tier is what?
Yeah. Good. Do you want me to say?
Yeah.
What I feel?
Yeah.
I feel this is how I do it. B is a middle tier game. At the lower end of B, I kind of didn't like it, but it's still an okay game. Top tier B, it's an okay game, and I kind of liked it. A is I liked the game. S for me is like, this is my elite tier. If there on any given year are more than 5 on there, I would be shocked. For me.
Okay. On A?
On S, sorry.
On S.
S is elite tier. Like, my experience with this was incredible.
Yeah.
A, if it's a good year of NGP gaming, which not every year is.
No, this year is not one of them.
Then if it's a good year, then I'll probably have a good amount in A. Most will fall in B. C for me is it's a bad game. I didn't enjoy my experience with it. And D is this game is garbage. For me, D is this game is garbage.
Okay, and C, one more time. C is this wasn't my favorite game, but it's not awful.
It could it's not garbage, but my experience with it was not good.
Okay. Hey, Glenn, welcome. That's okay. You can call me later. That's fine. I do think you'll agree with a lot of what I have to say, though, because we do have Bomberman Hero in here, so I'd watch what you say. 50 Cent Bulletproof is the first game, and I liked it.
Was this our first of the Patreon pool?
Ooh.
Of the summer pool party.
Yes, it was.
It was bookended by this and
Def Jam
fight for New York.
So I remember enjoying this. We didn't give it New Game Plus. We certainly
did not.
Okay.
Let me see.
And that's fine. Did. I might have. Either way.
You did.
I did. Okay, but here's the other thing I'll say. Whether or not I gave something New Game Plus is not going to reflect where I place these games in the rank. Because, like, that means a couple things. That's like a recommendation. It has a couple other factors. But my memory of 50 Cent Bulletproof, I'm going to put in B for now. It's top of B. It's probably going to stay towards the top of B for a while, I think.
Do you remember the voice acting was great?
Eminem was in it and actually acted
Ludacris
well.
Or Snoop?
Dr. Dre.
I think Ludacris sold the guns. I don't remember.
He might have.
There was a good cast and the story was good, but the gameplay sucked.
Yeah. The gameplay was unplayable, kind of. Phoenix Wright's in here now?
Right, which you're lucky. I didn't get to rank it because we hadn't played it yet.
Whoa. Okay, so...
I don't know if it should be because we played it this year, but the episode came out on the 1st.
I'm still going to rank it because I want to. Okay, so Spicy start putting 50 Cent in B?
B for bad.
Yeah.
B for bouquet.
That's fine. Bouquet. Nolan making good choices on Bomberman and Rayman. I bet that'll be good news. We'll see. Okay, Phoenix Wright. The episode is out, and Dustin, while he has been here, has watched me continue my playthrough. So I'm on case 3, and I love it. It's really, really good, and I plan to play through the trilogy this year. I want to play through the trilogy this year. So Phoenix Wright is an A tier. I don't think it's an S tier game for me.
I think that's fair.
Is it S for you? Or like, where would you have put it on yours because you didn't get to rank it?
It's an interesting question. It'd probably, excuse me, be near the top of A for me.
Okay.
I don't think
That
it'd be an S. I think it's a great game, but yeah, I think it's a great game. It's a great game.
I just don't want to. I don't want to start dumping stuff in S. You know, like that means it's perfect.
Right.
Like, okay.
And if once you get stuff up here, you feel like it should be S, you can always move it.
Someone said Bifty Bent Bulletproof. Okay. Alien Soldier for the Sega Genesis.
Do you remember?
I remember it.
Yeah.
So in a year of stinkers, this was a diamond in the rough, and I discovered it fully. I never had heard of it. I didn't know like what kind of game it was, and I love Genesis and this kind of stuff and that era and this type of game. So here, I'll just start making people mad quick. Alien Soldier is an S tier game for me. Easily.
S tier.
I beat the game. I beat the game that week like twice. I tried the hard mode, couldn't do it. It's impossible. But I did beat it on like regular or whatever. And I loved it. I love the character. I love the difficulty. It is awesome. Look at this. Look at the love for Alien Soldier in the chat.
I'm pretty sure. Well, Super Gamer said C tier. I believe that I put it in B.
B.
Like near the top of the B.
Okay. Well, at least it's not
Meaning
bottom
that it
of
was
B.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I have fond memories of the game for sure.
I mean, it's just a huge discovery for me, and I love it. I would return to it for
Remember
sure.
how it was kind of a boss rush?
Nolan's list better already.
Get out of here, Abel.
Abel. Boss rush?
Yeah. It's because you're just zooming through the stages, and then you get to the boss.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's tough.
Yeah, the stages are like this short, and then the boss.
It's really just to get your power-ups, remember?
Yes. And you better be good at managing it. It's good. It's a good game. It's unlike a lot of
Heroes Part 2, absolutely.
Same developers.
Yeah.
Yep. Treasure, if I remember correctly. Next up,
all right,
we have Balls, and what this one's this one's like. Everybody thinks I'm gonna put this high or something.
No.
You didn't, certainly.
I did not put Balls high.
Okay. And I'm not either.
I put Balls low.
I think it's a meme game. It's not the worst we played this year. So I have to take that into consideration. So it's not D.
I did not. Are you only going to have one in D?
No.
I did not have it at my lowest.
I know I won't either because I know other stuff that we played.
You've got a solid lineup here with Balls, Barney, hide and seek game, and then 2 after that is Captain America.
Wait, maybe Balls is in D. Actually, now that I think about it, top of the top. It's not the worst game. I wouldn't put it at the very last of the list. I mean, my instinct tells me to put it in D now.
That's where mine was.
Okay, Balls sucked.
It's trash.
It
might not be the worst, but it's terrible.
Okay. The next one. I mean, is this the worst one we played?
Oh.
No?
Remember?
No, I don't.
Our episode, I'm pretty sure we were like, hey, this is not that bad of a game for babies.
Yeah.
We're not babies.
Balls, Barney, Bomberman, Battlestar Galactica. What, Barney had the best music? Or Balls?
Neither.
Not Barney.
But Balls was Moans. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. Barney's hide and seek game
Play it again. Pastor had a good point. Remember, Barney could play itself if you put the controller
down? It could,
down?
but that to me that's stupid. It was worse than Balls. I put it Barney's hide and seek game last place right now.
Fair enough.
Like I have to. Okay, Bomberman Hero.
Trash.
Where'd you put it?
It's not.
It's not trash. You're crazy.
But I put it lower than Clint wanted me to put it. I'll tell you.
You probably put it in C or something.
I put it in B because it's a totally average game.
I don't think it's average. I think it's above average. It's not Bomberman 64. That's my favorite one on the console. This was also a 64 title, and I had not played this. But it's very different than 64. It's more like there's like rail shooting aspects of it, and the stages were like shorter. It wasn't as free roam as Bomberman 64. I like Bomberman Hero. And I'm putting it behind Ace Attorney in A.
If it's bottom of A, I'll be okay with it.
I don't think it'll be bottom of A. Dustin's just wrong. End of combo. You got a hater today.
Yeah, Dylan.
Dylan's a hater.
Dylan.
Chote? Chote?
You think it's Chote?
Yeah. I'm skipping this one.
Well, hold on. Is it garbage below Barney?
Yes.
Worst game we played?
I think it's second worst. If my memory serves, there might be one more this year that I hated more.
It is a pretty unplayable.
What's it even
game.
called? Just Captain Planet
And the Planeteers.
and the Planeteers? Unplayable. That's why I have to put it there. It's the screen flicker is not like normal NES screen flicker. Is like it's like the game was broken and it shipped broken.
The decisions were poor.
The decisions report, and it's terrible. It's worse than Barney. All right, Super Gamer Guy wants me to be careful with Castlevania 64 because he knows my opinion of it.
You need to chill with it.
No,
it's not a bad game.
of course not. It's a good
I think
game.
it's a bad rap because
Yeah.
it's not like the others, and it's 3D platforming, which they had not perfected.
No,
It's no Super Mario 64.
but Super Gamer Guy did even admit that week, I think, that it's not as bad as he thought. Maybe I'm lying. Nolan, please just remember her sliding into home plate. I know, it's hilarious.
You did the first play.
I did. I beat the game with both characters, and I got the ending. Like
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I played this game a lot this week. B game at best. Well, let me just say, Castlevania is definitely top of
You
top
have it
of
above.
A.
You do not have
Top
it above
of
Phoenix,
A. Top.
right?
Why is it
Blue
broken?
Phoenix.
There we go.
You don't think that? You're just trolling.
I don't think that. I think Ace Attorney is above Castlevania, but it's Castlevania 64 will stay high A tier for me.
And you really feel that?
I really feel that. I genuinely like the game. I think it's completely hated by people for reasons that they don't even know why. Like, I think
I
Castlevania fans hate on it just because everyone else does, and I don't think they've actually played through it. It's quite great.
Do you like it better than any of the other Castlevanias we played on the
Sure.
podcast?
Oh, on the podcast? Yeah, that GBA one.
Aria of Sorrow?
No, I liked Aria of Sorrow.
Harmony of Dissonance?
We haven't played that. Have we?
I don't know. Which Castlevanias have we played?
Maybe I don't like it more than the ones we've played, but he said that's fine. We haven't got to the spicy ones yet. Circle of the Moon, we played.
Circle of the Moon.
We played that one?
Yeah.
Which one do I like better than out of those two guys? Because I know one of the GBA ones, I was like, it's okay. I mean, I fought for it because I remember the guys crapping on it, but 64 is up here for sure. Okay, next up is Crash Team Racing for the PlayStation 1. This one I got a little mad at you for because you put it in. Did you put it in C?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Or maybe B?
I think I had it in B. In my top 3 or 4.
I mean, that's okay. That's fine, actually. Wait, am I about to put it top of B? I don't think it's A.
I don't think it's A either. But people love it.
CTR is B. Let's go S tier. S
tier.
tier? This is not an S tier game. CTR is not S tier. You're crazy.
Super says CTR is at least A tier.
Ooh. Top of B. I'm seeing a lot of A's. Top of B. I'm putting it at the top of B for me personally because I really liked it. I hate the boss fights. I think they're unfair and not well designed. It's just a race. It's just an unfair race with insane rubber band with no interesting mechanics, and that drops it out of A for me. But everything else about it I really like.
Mechanic of the jump.
Power slide. Sure.
But that's the only
That's
thing,
it. Yeah, they don't do anything cool, which I guess you don't have to, but if you're going to have bosses, to me, you just have to do something more. So, top of B. Next up, we have The Curse of Monkey Island, and dude, I don't like this as much as y'all like it.
I think that's fine. I think this is similar to CTR in that it's a particular genre, and not everyone's going to like that. This is a quirky kind of game that you have to admit has some charming animation.
Yeah.
And
it's funny.
And personality.
Yeah.
But the gameplay is you either like it or you don't.
And I
guess it's like puzzles kind of.
It's kind of puzzles, but it's a lot of point and click, and I'm fine with point and click, but and I don't love them. This is my first C tier game. That's low, I think, but I'm putting it there because that's how I feel.
think that's where mine was.
That's right. Really, I'm surprised because I thought y'all loved it.
I didn't love it. I
Okay.
liked it.
Where are y'all, by the way? Nolan's crib? I don't know. A mystery
We're
location.
still at Kenny's house.
Kenny is somewhere else, but we are at his house. I think Sam and Max is more fun. Is that part of Curse, or is that part of this
I don't
series?
think so.
I don't know.
Sam and Max. I think it's a different kind of game or a different game that's a similar kind of genre.
Okay. Like I said, there have been some point and clicks that really worked for me. Myst was sick. Had really good puzzles. Is he at the lake? I don't know.
No, we're not at Kenny's house. He's just not here.
He's not at the lake, but we don't know where he is. Broke into Kenny's lake house. He's what?
He's missing.
Kenny's
Kenny's
missing. If you
missing.
see him, we're actually looking for him, so send us any information you might have. Next up is Darius. What is this? Darius Gaiden? Dustin? Sega Saturn Darius game.
You don't remember?
No.
So we played Darius Twin. It's a side-scrolling shooter with the fish bosses.
Yeah.
Well, this year we played Darius Gaiden.
Yes, I remember. I didn't know if we played
And
more
it was
than
an
one
older
Darius.
version of that.
Okay.
That was much
Yeah.
harder.
Much harder. Right.
I'm even surprised because I ended up not giving it my vote. for
That's
the
right.
game
Yeah,
this
and
time.
I enjoyed the game, because of the choose your path progression, which you informed me was also in Darius Twin. So I might have to revisit that one day. But yeah, it's unbeatable. I'm going to put it at the bottom end of C tier for me. It's not a trash game, but I certainly don't put it in the same ranks as Bulletproof or CTR because these are games that I actually had fun with. So, and I didn't really have much fun with that.
I also put it in C tier. I went in wanting to love it because I love side-scrolling shooters, and I love Darius Twin. But this was not it.
We have a nice comment. Gassy said, "Hey, I'm so glad to finally be here for one of the streams. I just want to say I love the podcast. I just finished the backlog of episodes from episode 1.
Oh, wow. That's a big commitment. Thank you.
360? Yeah, thanks for
How
that.
many episodes did I sound like this on? More than one?
Probably 5
Probably.
total. Okay, Dark Messiah,
Of
Might and Magic. This one's I remember this one.
Do you remember it's the kick one?
It's the kick one where the kick's the strongest move
So
you have
strong,
out of a
dude.
sword.
But
and all
also where you could throw ice on the floor and make the enemies
Yeah.
slide on it.
Yeah, it's a very sandboxy kind of
It
RPG.
feels Skyrim-y because it's first person.
Right, but it also feels like a fighting game in some other aspects. It's fun. It's goofy and fun. I'm putting it at the top of C tier. Just again, that was a gut instinct. I didn't want to think about it too much because
Where did I put it?
it's not a B tier game for me.
I put it
okay.
in. I put it in A.
What? You're wrong.
It's low A.
Still.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't belong in A.
Is Dustin sick? Yes, he is. Def Jam Fight for New York.
All right, baby.
I gave this New Game Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, we all did.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is it going right next to Bulletproof? No, I don't think so. I think it's going here.
And I think you severely are misremembering. Severely.
Oh no, it's not higher than that.
Yeah, you're very much misremembering. It is a great game. It's the fighter where you're building up your character and going into these brawl matches, where you can
I know.
and then you go back to your crib and you can upgrade your chains and your clothes for charisma. And I beat the game that week. It's solidly near the top of my A tier. It's such a good game.
That's fine for you. I love that. Low B for me. I'm not going to revisit it. B, that's good. That's good ranking for that. That is a fair ranking for that, I think.
Absolutely not. 50
A
Cent
is
Bulletproof
crazy.
is far worse than Fight for New York. 50 Cent Bulletproof, the gameplay sucked.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, you're right. I forgot I need to be ranking these within the list. You're right. Okay. Then that's better.
I mean, it's better.
Okay. It is not even close to A tier for me.
Let me see if you gave
50 Cent is super overrated
you
on your
give it
list?
your vote.
Yeah, I know I gave him my vote. I like it. B tier's good. B tier's good. A's great. No, 50 Cent's fun, Ocarina. I like that game. It's funny. I like it. Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors 2 for the DS.
Yeah.
No, it's not the worst game. It's better than Barney, sure. I don't like this game. I think it's a really weak fighter, and fighters on the DS sound bad to me, and it was. I have zero recollection of this game because I blocked it out.
It's a very bad game. Not much to remember. It was at the bottom of my C tier.
Bottom of C? Okay.
Very bottom.
That's...
Oh, I think the majority of the stream I had it in trash tier, and I moved it up to C just at the end, just to not put it... I didn't think it was as bad as the trash games.
Yeah.
But it's bad.
And I might move it. I have a lot in D already. I think I have a lot.
Gaming Druid thinks that you're right on Alien Soldier.
Oh, I'm glad I have someone supporting me because people hate me for this.
Yeah.
Okay, Dungeon Keeper 2 is pretty fun, actually. Yeah, it's a good game.
Kind of like the bad guy.
Yeah, I like the concept.
The concept was good. The
executions
wasn't the best.
Not the best, but
pretty cool,
still pretty fun.
Pretty cool idea.
I gave it my vote, I think, for sure.
I'm gonna see where we land with this one.
Mega Man X2 music in the background slaps. That's good. I don't know what's playing. I just put on SNES Drunk's upbeat music playlist.
All right, what is this? Dungeon Keeper.
The game is beautiful. Best looking Genesis game by a long shot. Yeah, it's so good.
Dungeon Keeper 2, no Dustin. Yes, the other guys.
You did not.
Interesting.
I like this game. I put this on the back end. Actually, I like it more than Bulletproof. I'm putting Dungeon Keeper in B tier, snug tight in between Def Jam and 50 Cent Bulletproof.
And for me, it was the bottom of my B.
Bottom of
So
B.
very close.
Okay, yeah, then we're in agreement.
You're already going to Final Fantasy VI.
Final Fantasy VI was recent, and it's a masterpiece. You have this in S tier?
This is my top ranked game of the year.
Top in first place?
Yeah.
Whoa. I guess that's no surprise.
Right.
That's fine. And no one can argue that. Other than Castlevania, this list is pretty good. No. This is my list. I love that game so much. Y'all have to understand, I love Castlevania 64. I love it. Okay, so FF6 is minimum here. Do I want to give it S tier?
Only if that was your experience with it this year.
Right. And it wasn't. It was top A. It's not going to move from the top of A, I don't think.
Okay.
Because I didn't beat it. It's really long. I think it's too long.
It's a JRPG.
I know, but I've played through JRPGs on the show before that are a cozy long game. This one's like brutally long,
I mean,
which is great and works for a lot of people. But it's not S tier. It's not S tier for me, but I'm happy with that.
Ben's saying hello from Texas. What are you doing in Texas? Did you fly over here?
She's like landed in my backyard.
Wait, are you taking me back home tomorrow?
Hey Dom, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Dom, oh my goodness, it's like 3 a.m. where you are.
I just don't question it. She's always up. Shinobi 3? Maybe we'll play that one day. Gargoyles 2. I had to fight for this.
People got mad at where I put it.
Too low?
Yeah.
I remember on the episode being like, guys, you're not seeing the brilliance of this game and how unique it is. She said, yeah, don't ask. Gargoyles Quest cannot be dumped down to C tier again. Gotta bump it up to B tier or higher. I got you, Super. It's not C. I really appreciate this game and I really enjoy it. So let me look at what I have and see where I'm gonna put this.
It had an overworld that was unnecessary.
No, it's charming. Why not? So you just wanted the 2D stages back to back to back?
Yep.
There's nothing like
That's
those.
how every other platformer is.
Yeah, but it's doing something different, and the thing that it added was good and made sense. It's good. I like it.
It is good. It's a fun game.
Okay, so Gargoyles Quest goes here for me. Right there in B. Kind of like high B. You're wrong. I feel like if I looked at your list and looked at what you have above it in C, I'd be like, you're
There's
so
many
wrong.
above it. Let me tell you one that would probably make you happy. Or
Okay.
Mad,
Okay.
I mean.
Okay. What's up, Shane?
Which, by the way, just so everybody knows, I did not have it in C. I had it near the bottom of B. And above it, I had games like...
Okay, but that's not bad.
Above it, I had... I'm trying to see what you... I had Hurdy-Gurdy above it and Trapped. You haven't placed those yet.
Trapped above it? We'll get there, but good lord. That's an L. Goemon's Great Adventure. N64 game. Quirky.
Very.
Japanese. Fun, though.
You remember the mecha battles?
Yeah. And what's his name thinking that he was related to James Dean?
Yeah.
The
weird.
like
You could switch
A?
out characters and they operate a little bit different.
I'm hearing an A for this game. For me though, I don't think so. I'm thinking Goemon's actually more like this. This. I really liked it and thought it was funny and liked it better than these games, but not as much as Bomberman Hero.
I had it at low A.
Really?
Like lowest of A.
Okay. I think my B list is gonna be like really long.
But I feel top B, low A, definitely energy there.
Upper B, I'm seeing a fair. Okay. Goemon, I know Goemon's great. It's a very like standout title on that console for sure.
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe 3, right?
Yeah.
I remember you being like it's just the same game or something like that, but not as good. This was on the Sega channel.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
first,
No, you're right.
right.
No, only.
Only, okay. And it's great. I mean, I think it's just in line with the expectation we'd have from that series.
Do you remember who you played mainly as? I played mainly as that Jaguar-looking guy. I would imagine you would too.
I don't remember.
You have like a barbarian male, a barbarian female, and a Jaguar.
The fact that I can't remember makes me think this might not be as high as I think. I'm going to put this... You know what? I'm putting this behind Dark Messiah. I like Dark Messiah more than that game.
I had it in my C tier too.
I don't know. Someone might be upset with that, but whatever. I like that it was on Sega Channel because I'm fascinated with
So
that
weird.
weirdness of Sega at the time, yeah. Super likes that ranking, okay. It's a C game for me. Okay, the list is looking pretty good to me. I didn't want to put a bunch of S games.
I think it's looking fairly reasonable right now. The only thing that I have a big pickle with
Okay.
is Fight for New York.
That's funny that that's the one you're
I don't think that,
upset with.
I don't think you remember.
I remember. It's not amazing. It's good. Bring back the Sega channel? What's that? I don't know.
Should we try?
I mean, sure. Okay, Hurdy-Gurdy. Mid game, dude. If mid to bad, actually. I don't mess with this game.
I liked it.
I know you did. Kenny did too? Or
Quirky little puzzler. Let me see where we landed on it.
but kind of. I hesitate to call it a puzzle game. It's frustrating.
Hurdy-Gurdy. It was a yes from me and Kenny and a no from you.
Right, because I was just not having it. It's not Hurdy-Gurdy equals S tier box art. See, I disagree with that too, because it's misleading. That's not what the game is at all. It looks like a horror game, and it's a pretty game. Yikes. I don't like this game. Low C. Above Darius.
The art style was so charming.
Sure.
It's such a unique game.
I just don't like it. It puts me off. Weird. Hilarious concept, could have been way better. Maybe. I hate the concept. Herding sheep?
It was so charming.
Okay. Well, Kotar was not as good this go around.
This isn't good timing because Nolan is right now in the middle of his Mass Effect campaign.
I'm pretty far already, and I'm loving it. I told Dustin while playing it, it's probably one of my favorite RPGs ever.
What about that?
It is. I'll talk about it on the episode. I need to shut up. Kotar wasn't as good this time.
You're right. In my memory, it was top A for me, or maybe even in my memory, like low S. Like,
yeah,
I just remember it because back in the day for me it was, man.
Yeah.
But this time going through, it ages.
It's
lengthy. It takes a long time to lift off.
There are bugs if you're not playing it on original. If you're not playing it on Xbox, it's kind of, you have to jump through some hoops. Kotar is high A at least. All right, I'm about to piss you off. I think Kotar for me now, I mean this year, 2022, is a B tier game. Now where? I don't know. I don't know. High B. That's bad. People are pissed off at that, huh?
I think you won't make people mad with high B. Now if you start moving it down the list.
I like it better than everything in B.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Mine was about mid A. But
here it makes sense to me too.
Yeah. Because it is a good game. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
It's low A. Because of the clunkiness and revisiting it, you're kind of like, ooh, Mass Effect exists. Because it's Mass Effect more or less it's BioWare game, and it's more or less KOTOR perfected in my mind. Because I'm not a Star Wars guy. That's another thing. Like, that's another big draw to KOTOR, and I don't care for Star Wars, so high A just to make y'all happy. And that makes sense to me.
It says HK-47 ages like fine wine. I'm pretty sure that's one of the robots that you can get in your party.
Yeah, HK-47. And yes,
it's still a legendary game.
It is. It's iconic,
It is.
and it's still good. It's still BioWare, and it's still good.
Jay Moyer, you do not have to be scared. Nolan is going to grade them exactly how he likes them. He does not care what anyone else says.
Okay. All right, good. KOTOR low A. Exactly right about Mass Effect. Okay. Dylan being nice to me. Chote. Lufia Dos.
Nolan.
Which one was this?
Right. You have to remember. Because
okay.
This one, let's see. How I had to remind myself because we played a few of these same kind of like early 90s RPGs, JRPGs. This is one of them. But it's the one, if I recall correctly, where the story starts with there's a dragon that had died in the back part of your town in that cave or something. And, oh no, I'm losing it. But there's a little bit of voice acting.
That's Silver Star Saga. You're mixing it up again. The talking dragon.
Lufia 2 is the game that I beat that had that extra. You can go all the way to the top of the tower thing like Hades.
Yes.
But what are you saying?
Silver Star Story is the talking blue dragon behind your village, and it's on Sega CD.
But what's Lufia 2?
I don't know.
Okay, let me remind you. Endless Tower. I don't know. If
I get my RPGs. Look, they're next to each other too. That's kind of funny. I get them mixed up this year.
Okay, Lufia 2. Listen, it is. Oh gosh.
Lufia now with 2 times the grind is what Super Gamer Guy said.
I beat it. It's really hard.
You're thinking of Dragon Warrior 2?
You have your main character is Maxim, Maxim. You get main weapons that you can use in dungeons like bombs and arrows and hookshot. It's very Zelda.
Yes. Okay, this is the Zelda RPG. I remember it now. I remember it now.
In the dungeons, it's very dungeon based.
I got very far in this one. I did not beat it. You beat it and did the tower.
I cried or like got emotional in the final because it's the prequel. It's the prequel to Lufia.
Right.
And it's really good.
Okay. Lufia 2 is really good. I like the Zelda aspects. thrown into an RPG. That's what's gonna help me remind me of that one because I know okay. Maxim does nothing for me. I forgot the main character's name.
Maxim had short red hair. I just
whatever. Okay, Lufia 2 is an A tier game. It's here for me. It's above Bomberman Hero for sure.
and under Castlevania.
And under I'm telling y'all, y'all can say what you want. I enjoy that game so much. I would revisit it. I want a remake of it. Okay, Lunar Silver Star Saga. I beat this one.
This is the one I was talking about already.
This is the Talking Dragon.
You beat it?
I beat it. I beat it. I played it on this guy, the Mister. I played Sega CD on it. And the music is really good because it was on Sega CD and you could have all that. And it had voice acting and it was done really well and it had great art and cutscenes. I like it a lot. So
Alex.
Yes.
Dragon Master.
You have to understand something with like 90s JRPGs. The main character's not going to do anything for me. They always have like normal names or weird names.
Cutscenes.
Yeah, this one's good. I like it more than Lufia.
Oh wow.
I do. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Mid B tier because for me that one was more forgettable than Lufia 2.
Fair. Yeah,
They do blend together.
They blend together, and this is the reason that I won the. I mean, I was gonna win anyways, but the Christmas cast when we played the game, we both thought Lunar, and then he said.
Karina said Lufia 2, the best game you'll never remember.
True. I mean, all those RPGs just blend together. Anyways.
You'll know all these now.
Speaking of RPGs, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the GBA. I love this game.
Was this a director's episode?
Yes, it was.
Jay?
Maybe. I forgot. We had a lot of director episodes this year. I really like this game. I have a lot of fond memories of this game, but like before the podcast, so like revisiting it was great. I own a copy of it. I mean, it's going in A for me. It's going in A.
You've got a lot of people saying S tier.
Oh no. S? It's fantastic. I love this series.
Glenn came back to see your Bomberman.
I see that Bomberman A tier. I agree. Where did I just drop it? I put it in A, mid A, because
seems right.
Wait, I think
maybe above that.
I think it's above Lunar. Yeah, that's where it sits comfortably for me. I love the series, but it's not an S tier game. Y'all are crazy.
It's not an S tier.
Y'all are crazy. It's really good and it's really unique and it's
like
one of the better Mario spin-off games.
I was gonna say it's not as good as like Paper Mario, is it? Which is another RPG?
Not to me.
Yeah.
Well, as a whole, Mario and Luigi's games are way better to me than Paper Mario, actually. But if I'm just looking at this one, the first one, I love it, but it's not an S tier game. Stop it. Clint, look at work. Stop trying to rile people up with Castlevania. Just finished Glass Onion, such a good film. I like the first one better. We watched it recently too, but it was okay. It was good.
Yeah, Glass Onion 1 was preferable.
Onions Out was better. Okay, this Wario game. It's in Japanese. It's called Mario and Wario.
It's the bucket game, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not a garbage game.
It's not, and remember, it's the keyboard and the mouse.
Yeah, I know.
And remember, it was kind of good for that.
It's not a garbage game. It's not a garbage game. Is it better than Monkey Island? No, but it's right behind it. I thought it was a little too simple. But I remember booting it up and like having the mouse set up and work and being kind of like, this has so much promise, and then it kind of gets repetitive. But it's okay because it's still. I still think it's pretty good. I kind of like that game.
Exactly same.
Wario's Woods is such a niche game. Wario's Woods? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Okay. Man, we still have so many. I think I'm on a better pace than you were.
I took a break at an hour and a half.
Okay. Listen to me. Mega Man 5.
Pretty good game.
Pretty good game. So the problem with the classic Mega Man is it's hard for me not to put all of them in S. Like if we had a Mega Man 4, Mega Man 3, I'd have to put it in
the
S.
majority of your Mega Mans would be S or A, but I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so
Like,
too.
people understand that it's Mega Man series for a reason.
I think so too.
Now the question is, do you think was your experience with it better or worse than Alien Soldier?
Behind Alien Soldier, for sure.
Man,
For sure.
Alien Soldier rocked your socks.
I did. It was a standout for me for sure. Super says higher A. I would have thought Super was be okay with S. S is looking bare bones. It'll stay that way, I think. I don't like giving that out. I mean, like I said many times, this year sucked for me. So, but Mega Man 5's S tier for me.
It was S tier for me.
For
it was
sure.
one of my. I think I only had 4 in S tier, and it was one of mine.
Yeah, it's
and
so
I
good.
did not expect it to be.
It's a more accessible
for me.
Mega Man.
Whereas I could see most Mega Mans being S or A for you. For me, most of them are probably A, with some in B.
Like 3 being in B.
Probably.
Yeah.
But 5 went up to S for me.
Yeah.
Because my experience was remarkable.
And it was more accessible. It's not as hard. I mean,
Yeah.
just more or
The
less.
stages are good. The music is so good. I beat it multiple times that week.
So good.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. But please, don't put Underground higher than it needs to be, because it's not good.
I'll put Underground where it needs to go.
It was not good.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not. I was driving a Dodge Neon.
Do I need to?
on dumb streets?
Yeah.
Slowly.
That was your first car. Well, not your first, but that was your car. You don't miss the Dodge Neon?
Game.
Okay, where are you going?
So I blow my nose.
I'm not going to say anything until he gets back. I'm going to pause.
If he's really do it on camera.
Yeah, if you're real, do it on camera. Okay. I'm glad Nolan can right the wrongs of what Dustin did to Underground. Where did he put it? How low did he have it? I think Underground 2 is infinitely better. And I wish we would have played 2, and I said that the whole week. But I think Underground 1 is great. I certainly like it more than 50 Cent Bulletproof. I certainly like it more than Dungeon Keeper. I like it better than Def Jam Fight for New York. Yeah, I do. Wait a minute. I liked it more than all these games. It goes there. It goes behind Goemon. C tier? He had it in C. I mean, I guess that's fine. I thought I would have put it in D. Racing game is racing game? I don't know. I used to think that too, but I think racing games might be growing on me as we're playing more of them. Like and Underground's a little different though. It's got a lot of different game modes that I enjoyed like pretty much all of them. And it gets better with 2. I think 1's pretty. Oh no, he's gonna. Okay. They said you put yours in C tier?
Yeah, this is not a good game.
Okay. Well, I put it in B, kind of high.
I put it, where did I put it? No, I had it in the middle of B tier.
Okay. Well, then that's fine. You're surprising yourself.
Well,
with your
no, it's a bad. It's
No, it's not bad.
I'm not a racing game connoisseur, and it's bad.
Then you need to drop it lower on your list.
No, all the games below it are even worse.
Dom is disappointed in the Dark Messiah placement. I mean, high C is best I can give you. I can't bump it up to B. Okay, Panzer Dragoon Saga. This was a Dreamcast game?
Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
Do you remember I fell in love with it?
Yes. Did I give it my vote? I think I probably did.
Question. Let me look.
I liked it too.
What is it called? Panzer Dragoon?
Panzer Dragoon, but I almost liked it more because it was such a like. I mean, Sega Saturn's like. I don't know.
You did not. Me
I did.
and Kenny did. You did not.
I did not.
Wow.
I liked it. I didn't like it enough to give the vote that week.
It's a very different kind of game.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's aged a lot too.
It's
like
aged
it's
a lot, and it's hard.
graphically,
to play.
it's kind of hard to play. It's very old. Maybe that's what kept me from full.
But I got onto the final disc, third disc.
I wasn't gonna argue with y'all that week. I mean, I get why y'all gave it yes. Yeah, I think it deserves a remake at some point, but I'm gonna put it in B. There.
Under Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah, actually. No.
Right.
I don't think I would put it higher. I was looking at the games that are above it, and I think I like them more. The game was pretty jank. It was.
Yeah.
Like flying around on the dragon.
But do you remember it was about positioning on the enemies, and then you could do certain abilities, attacks,
Yeah.
depending on like where you were and how long you wait. I mean, it was cool. It's
Yeah.
very different kind of game, but awesome.
Clint said, "Oh geez, Bomberman above Kotar is an enlightened decision." I've awoke.
Now you're on to a really good game
Pickle Wars was this year? That feels like 5 years ago.
this year.
Okay, so we did the pickle bit. Pickle Wars S tier. Now, Pickle Wars ruins your ears with that song. I still hear it, and like I still know what it sounds like.
You remember how you could soft lock yourself?
Yeah. The puzzles weren't good. They weren't thought out. It's bad. It's D tier for sure. Is it worse than Balls? Yes. Is it worse than Dragon Ball Z? No.
Oh wow.
I hated that game. Yes, it is. I mean, it just by default. I mean, it's a DS game versus a nothing like shareware game. It's terrible. Yeah, we need a pickle tier.
Pickle Wars was my least favorite game. It was lower than everything else.
This is still my least favorite. I'm still happy
I
with
get
that.
I think it's one of those two in my opinion.
Sure. I mean,
Hide
any
and
year,
Seek was fine for a baby.
you're not a baby.
I know. But I had more fun playing that than Pickle Wars. Legitimately.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Agree.
Okay.
Played again. Pastor said exactly what I just said. Oh my gosh! Now you're on a very
Okay.
important
Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Professor Layton and the Curious Village.
one. I know where it's going. Still under Alien Soldier?
Yes.
You're wrong.
No, I'm
You
not.
did not like Alien Soldier that much.
You need to go back and listen. You need to go back and listen. Because I did.
At least you S tier. It's so
Mhm.
good, dude.
I discovered Layton this year. I knew of those games, but I'd never played them. And I went and bought a copy to play like on original hardware that week and loved it. It's in the same category as Ace Attorney in that it's like those kinds of story games, but the vehicle in that one was puzzle after puzzle, and I like that.
So I think we both agree that out of those two games, we enjoyed Curious Village more.
Out of Ace Attorney and Curious Village?
Yeah.
I do think that.
And me too. And me and Kenny just did something recently where we had to pick which one we'd go with, didn't we? Because we
Something
said,
like that, yeah.
like,
We all said
their
Layton.
game and we all said Layton.
Yeah.
Layton was Curious Village was my third favorite. on
Okay.
this list.
Okay. Yep. It just worked for me, and the reason certainly why it wins out over Ace Attorney for me is because it did utilize the DS controls well, and more than Ace Attorney. It wasn't like it went crazy with them,
We
but
know
like
why that's the case, though.
we know that's the case, but like case closed. Okay. Quake 4 is a terrible game.
You remember how bad it was?
It's not good, and I can't like, if someone wants to defend it, that's fine. You can enjoy this game. You're just very wrong. I think it's like crazy like Halo ripoff, but in the worst way. Like they're trying to do the Halo story thing, but didn't pull it off at all.
Years ago, we played Quake 1,
Yes.
and it was better.
Infinitely better. Quake 4 is like, it's lost its way, and they're just trying to keep up at that point with everything else. I don't like this game. It's trash. I don't like the game.
I think that's fair. I had it
don't
at
like
the
that
bottom of C.
It's bad. Yeah. Like, I kind of feel bad putting it in the garbage tier
Because look at
'cause
the
it's
other games
Quake.
you just put it with.
I know.
I don't think it's the same.
Look, they're all green. Well, they're not all.
I don't
green,
think it's the same, dude.
it is the same, and I
Look
feel
at
bad because the title because Quake, but I can't let that. Whatever, man. This is my list. I hate it.
Does anyone defend Quake?
Someone defends Quake
Not just
4.
in here, but is there a group of people that like it?
I mean, they had lobbies. People were hacking, but like there were people that play it. Maybe at the time when it came out, like super fans played it, but they didn't like it. I know they didn't. Rayman 2. Now, this was on N64. Well, I played it on N64. I think it's also on PlayStation. This was one that I had played a lot. I either owned it or it was a renter, and I was saying like this is like crazy nostalgia bomb for me. I did the first play, and I love that game. It was fun to get farther in it than I had in the past. I would be shocked if I didn't give it NGP.
They said it was our first game of 2022.
I don't remember that. Pickle Wars feels older than that. That's crazy. It just goes to show you what I choose to forget.
This was new to me this year, and fell in love with it. The music is so good.
It's so funny. The little guys, the little
they're so
what are those
adorable.
creatures? They're just funny.
We all said yes on this game.
It's a great platformer, a great 3D platformer, and they were bringing Rayman over from 2D. So this game's awesome. It's an A-tier game. Question is where? Above Knights of the Old Republic, yes. Above Bomber and Hero, yes. Above these RPGs, yes. Behind Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on A tier.
That's about exactly where I placed mine.
Yeah,
mid A.
it's awesome. Clint said you're welcome. Okay, RE4.
Just straight to S.
Yeah.
Even with its jankiness,
What jankiness?
tankiness.
I'm used to it. I am one of the few that find the tank controls endearing and classic, and they're barely tank controls in 4. Like, they're not as bad as RE1, 2, and 3 on PlayStation, like the originals. And yeah, it's crazy good. I think it goes right here behind Layton.
Clint said you're
Yeah.
welcome for Rayman 2. He needs to say I'm sorry for Resident Evil 4 because I'm pretty sure on his list he had it in like C or D.
What? You didn't like it?
He hated it.
Why? And that's the most accessible. That's one of the most accessible Resident Evils I can recommend you outside of 7 and 8, which are brand new games.
You got some S tier defenders?
Hey, Nate coming out saying it's definitely S tier. Yeah, yeah. Even with the jank, it's dude.
You got far. Did you beat it?
Yes. Remember, I didn't beat it for the episode. I was right at the end, and then I went back through and beat it and shared my end results in Discord. I cannot wait for the remake, and it's in a few months. Like, yeah.
Don't quit. Don't quit, Chris. Oh, you read it. Read it out loud.
RE4 is not good at all. I couldn't care enough to try to get past the beginning village. That's not so early.
That's a bad take, Clint. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can't defend you.
You can't say I didn't get past the first village and it's a bad game.
There's so much more game, and it gets so different than that.
And maybe a few others got very salty because they put you in that room and a horde of zombies come at you at the very beginning.
For 5 minutes.
And
yeah,
it's hard.
it is hard. The strat is to board yourself into the house that has 2 rooms, and they have to go through 2 doors, and then you just shoot them with a shotgun when they open the second one. Physically ill? Yikes. You got to go back to that one. That's an S tier game by far.
I didn't like Mega Man 5. I just couldn't get past the first stage I played.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I think he also said that.
No,
Clint didn't like Mega Man 5 either. He said something like it's a D tier earlier or something like that. Okay, RoboCop 2, terrible, awful. D tier, definitely. Bottom of D tier, no. Better than Balls? No. Oh, it's worse than Dragon Ball Z. It's bad. Honestly?
It was my second to least.
Isn't my last though?
It's really bad.
It might be my last.
You remember how bad?
Yes, it doesn't work.
That and Captain Planet are kind of the same kind of game where they're unplayable.
Both of these are unplayable. This one's unplayable for really frustrating reasons. The Captain Planet one was more like processing power or something. Like they just made the game wrong. Like they they did something wrong. RoboCop 2 was like a complete game, but there were platforms that were, the art style was so infuriating because it was like paint, MS Paint, but there were no color differences to indicate platforms or depth, like what was the backdrop and what wasn't. So you would jump thinking, I don't know if this is a platform, I hope it is. And then you had you had to go into the manhole that you didn't know was there
to beat the first stage. Oh my goodness.
It's by far, it's unplayable trash. I hate that game.
All right, you did the first play.
Saga Frontier, I think I'll make some people mad in a second. Saga Frontier is an RPG that I could not get behind. Too many. Did I give it New Game Plus? Too many. They tried to do too much. I like the anthology aspect of it with different characters with their own stories. I actually really like that. That's not. I like that in games, but it was too much, and they were all doing too many different things, and there were some stories that had mechanics at play that made zero sense. I don't remember which character it is, but like the effort that goes into...
You played Red mainly that week.
Red and Blue was another one.
Yeah.
The effort that goes into, one, beating one of the characters' stories, but much less the entire game, is certainly not worth it to me.
Agreed. Secondly, Carlisle's here. Hello, welcome.
Carlisle, Pogs.
Do a quick review of Nolan's choices so far. Third, I'm the only one that gave it my vote for New Game Plus status. I also had Legacy experience and loved it.
You did? Oh.
But completely understand how
Welcome,
people
Garlo.
would bounce off of it.
I bounced off hard.
Shane says store brand live alive, and Live Alive, I get it.
Ooh, that's true. I bounced off of it hard. The beginning of, I think, Red's story was so promising.
Yes,
really cool
yeah.
graphics. But I don't like this game at all. It's not trash. Certainly not. But for me, it's like... I don't like hurdy-gurdy. It's like here. Ooh. That feels high, but it's there. It's there. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
I had it mid-B. Because I get it.
Yeah. It's unique, but that's all I can give it. Now, this one you reminded me of recently. I'd forgotten about it, but this was a high point for the year for me. This game's called Samurai Kid.
Yeah.
For Game Boy Color.
And Super Gamer Guy says, you promised on the episode that it'd be in your top 10 games of the year. You promised.
Let's see if I can make that happen. No, I think I'm going to stand by that.
It's remarkable.
I think I'm going to stand by that.
And it was Game Boy Color.
It was Game Boy Color, and it felt like the developers maxed out what they could max out in a game. The switching between the different items and solving puzzles with them and fighting enemies with them in different unique ways was extremely well done. Very good. Everyone's saying S tier. I'm not giving it S tier. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not an S tier game for me.
I'd be fine if someone gave it S tier.
I guess I would too.
But
it's a high A tier. Don't be alarmed. But I love this game. It's really, really cool. I like this game.
Place it and then we'll count where it is.
It definitely goes here. It definitely goes right there. 2, 4, 6. It's my top 7 of the year. There you go, Super. It's not S tier though. I can't.
What did Garlow say?
Please don't put it below Castle. Look. You can't get everything you want. Okay.
What did Garlow say?
Garlow said some interesting placements so far, but nothing I outright hate, except Curse of Monkey Island being below stuff like Fitty. I'm sorry. It didn't work for me, Garlow. It didn't work for me. Do I need to return to Samurai Kid? Absolutely.
That's a great game.
You could beat it too. Like it's I don't think it's super long. You could return to that and be happy with it.
You had the 3 weapons. You had the sword or the katana. You
Gourd.
had the gourd, and then you had the fan.
The fan
It's a great
which
game.
which pushed or pulled enemies towards you or something?
No, it attracted them.
Yeah,
So when you hit
yeah.
them, they would follow you.
Yes, yeah, because you needed them to step on switches or something.
And the gourd would turn them into stone or something, and then you would hit them again, and they'd fly. Ugh, it's great.
We really do need a pickle tier on this because of how many green games we had this year. Shrek, Hassle at the Castle.
All right.
I mean, this is your, there's a movie out, let's make a game type of game. Cleanse did speedruns of it for some reason. Shrek is B for sure.
Above S tier.
Above S tier.
Now realistically, D tier.
It's not D tier. You put it in D?
That's what Play It Again
Yeah,
Professor
yeah.
says.
I don't think
put
you
it
did.
in D, at the top of D.
Top of D?
At the top, meaning it's
You're
almost in
so
C.
wrong.
No, I thought it was garbage.
This is a Shrek podcast, Shane. That is correct. Shrek Hassle at the Castle is a C tier game.
That's fine as long as it's low.
No, I'm putting it there. I'm going to place it. I just need to put it there for a sec. I'm also going to make our camera just a little smaller so we're not getting in the way here. Shrek. Do I like it better than Darius? Yes. Do I like it better than Hurdy-Gurdy? Yes.
No.
Do I like it better
dude.
than Saga Frontier? Yes.
No, you didn't.
Do I like it better than Mario and Wario? Not
Remember,
really.
You're just talking about Shrek the movie.
No, I'm talking about Hassle at the Castle. It's not a D tier game for me. It's fine. It's playable.
Yeah, but not enjoyable.
Not really, but it's not D tier, for sure. They're mad at me.
If you would have placed it in C, but under Hurdy-Gurdy, I would have been fine. So just 2, but I mean that's not where. Okay, I'm good. That's not what you think though.
I could give or take. Like I don't generally
Right,
like these
imagine
games. So sure, I'll leave it there. Hey, New Game Plus. Alexander says, thanks for your awesome podcast. I typically listen to it weekly most of the year. Thanks. Appreciate that.
We record mostly weekly most of the year.
We do. I put Shrek above Samurai Kid and MM5 on my list. Clint's list is cursed, bro. Cursed. Good. Shrek is great. I like the movie a lot. Also, you guys got to play the Shin Megami Tensei games like 3 and 4.
Put them on the Retro Master.
Put them on.
list.
They might be on there. I know of them. They're like tangent to Final Fantasy or Fire Emblem, kind of. Is that correct? But it's also anime, and I don't know about that.
I think if that Shrek thing was any other IP, you wouldn't have put it that high.
No.
Well, I guess I'm fine with it where it is now.
No,
Need to shut
you're
up.
wrong. You're wrong. What is this? Sigma Star
Saga, dude.
Sigma Star Saga?
Do you remember?
Too many sagas this year. I don't remember.
You are
Saga.
it's sci-fi. First of all, there's alien waifus,
Mhm.
but your random encounters are being zapped up from the planet, and you're then side-scrolling in a space ship that you can't decide which spaceship you get. So sometimes they're boxy and slow, sometimes they're fast and quick. But it had a story where you had to go and invade the alien species, so they kind of injected you with like alien.
Yeah, and
It's
the
kind of Mission
captain double
Impossible.
crossed you kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what I rate it. The fact that I can't remember it is informing what I'm about to do. I know it's probably not trash. I know it's not trash.
Dustin, yes. Kenny, no. Nolan, yes.
I gave it yes. But I don't remember it well, and I haven't returned to it, so that says something. Sigma Star Saga is the game where your hero actually bangs their alien heroine halfway through.
It fades
I don't
to
remem-
black. It fades to black.
Why do I not remember any of this?
Sometimes you don't play the games much.
I didn't play this one much, but I gave it. I mean,
It's a GBA and you love GBA.
I do. I don't remember it, guys.
But it's based off of your feelings, yeah, and your memory. Don't put it higher than you think.
Somewhere around here. Somewhere around there, I guess. Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, you don't like this game.
I think it's overrated.
Mm-mm.
I think I would enjoy more so the Crazy Taxi Simpsons game.
I mean, you don't like the GTA Simpsons game.
Correct.
I disagree with you.
I know you like that,
I love this game.
but you
a lot of
also
people
love
didn't.
Simpsons.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this game that week, and I was surprised by that. I remember people in the community being like, "Yeah, pretty lackluster," like Clint saying.
I think it's a great concept, and if you love the world of wherever they are, Stanfield, where do they live? Springfield. Then they really did it well at creating that, but there wasn't much gameplay there that was enjoyable.
For me, this is above all games in B. The question is it top of B or low A? Ooh. Wait. Yeah, it's here. It's like here?
What?
It's like here. Yeah.
You have it above Samurai Kid?
Yeah, I do. I like Samurai Kid, but like as much as Hit and Run, no. No, I could play Hit and Run for hours.
It was top of C for me.
I'm with Dustin on this, and I do like the Simpsons. Think it's overrated. Man, look at all these people, man.
Did you hear where I had it?
No.
Top of C.
C?
Yeah.
Low B minimum.
I think I did have it on low B and I moved it down to C.
It's a fun like arcade style kind of game. Anyways, this Death and Return of Superman.
Where only we liked it compared to like our community.
Okay, this game was called like trash. People were saying ridiculous claims about this game. By the way, is the music still playing in the background? I think it is.
Yeah.
Look, so bad. Abhorrent title.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
That's cap. I don't say that often.
They think we only liked it because we were on the couch together, but not the entire time.
No. You don't understand. We played the first play together and all went home.
Yeah.
And to different places, and I continue to play it and appreciate it, and it's not like it's better than some of the other beat 'em ups.
It's the best Superman game we have.
Superman 64.
Well, exactly.
Is that the only Superman?
There's not many.
There aren't many. It's fine. It's certainly not terrible. I'm doing this, guys, and you're going to be little. Actually, that's kind of accurate. Top of C. I could put it low B, but I'm not going to come back to it, and I think I like all the games in B a little more, but it's not trash. No wrong.
C is bad.
Is it bad, though?
For me, C was that I did not enjoy my experience.
Okay, then. I feel you, and I think you're right. I was kind of torn. Low B. Bulletproof was funnier. Overall, more enjoyable.
It was funnier,
Yeah.
but not more enjoyable.
Well,
you thought so.
I thought so. Okay.
All right.
Survival Kids. Did I give this New Game Plus? Because I know that I appreciate it, and I know that I was kind of like, whoa, what is this title? It's a survival game on the Game Boy Color, which, what?
I did not give it my vote, but you and Kenny did.
Yeah, okay. I thought so, because I didn't remember if I got NGP or not. Yeah, cool little game for sure, and like a standout on that console. So let's put Survival Kids in B above. Yeah, above Dungeon Keeper. It feels right to me. Mid B is kind of my first instinct on that game. What is this? The bullet hell game?
Perfect Cherry Blossom.
You put this in S tier.
Yes,
Didn't
I did.
you?
I did.
What?
Do you know why?
No.
Because it's S tier.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Garlisle, is it S tier?
Okay, the two people on planet Earth that think that are gonna agree. Yes.
It was so good, and I beat it for real. Did
I give it? I don't remember.
I I think was this his?
It might have been a
director
guest.
episode?
Yeah, it might have been one we didn't vote on, which makes sense. Easiest S tier ever, says Ocarina. You have slightly redeemed yourself with Survival Kids. Thank you. It was fun. Never returned to it.
I'm looking for.
I feel like that was Garlow's episode, right?
it.
All
No.
of you gave it NGP. I made you vote,
And all of us gave it.
so he
NGP.
was there.
But you did it out of pressure.
No, no. I like the grassroots nature of that game because it's like it's a not a lone developer, but like one.
The music was good.
Maybe it is one guy.
It's a game where you just kind of your eyes cross and you just go into it. Nirvana.
I don't love the like French-made aspect.
Yeah, but it was respectful compared to other games.
Sure.
It wasn't sexual.
It wasn't the point of the game. It was just your ship.
Yeah.
It's just a weird game. It's not S.
So S
It's
tier,
B.
probably.
It's B.
Yeah, S.
Yeah, B, and it's like low B for me.
Go ahead and put it up there in the S.
It's right here behind Dungeon Keeper. I'm using Dungeon Keeper 2 as kind of like a
Yeah.
gate for higher on B, and I don't like it more than Dungeon Keeper. Girl, I was pissed, but that's okay. We're getting close to the end here. This was another director episode, Toy Story 2. I played this game on N64 growing up. I like it. I liked it again. I don't know if y'all did.
No.
You put it in C for sure, right?
Probably. It was not good.
Thank you, Garlo. He knows I'm not a schmuck.
Yeah, it was in C.
It was in C. Certainly not C for me. It's higher than that. Toy Story 2. Fun 3D platformer. Simple. Collectathon, but not as much of an offender as some collectathons like DK64. It's B tier, and I do think it's above Fight for New York. Above Gargoyle's Quest. Behind Need for Speed Underground. Yeah. Also, y'all can still see all that. Maybe I make it smaller so y'all can see a little more. Okay. Are you mad at that Toy Story placement?
It's not good. It's
I think
not
it's good.
better than so many of those games.
I think so. I like that game.
You had legacy experience with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did, but it's not like that means much because
does
it's a
mean-
kid. I mean, it's
For sure.
Kids
it
game.
always colors that.
but I don't know. Okay, Trap.
Yeah, baby.
No.
Come on.
Why do you
Place
like
it.
it?
Place it.
Are you serious? That is placed.
That is not placed.
Y'all can't see it.
Trapped is not lower than Shrek.
Yes, it is. Where do you have it? Come on. It's pickle
I
tier.
put
It is
Trapped
pickle tier.
near the top of B
Why?
because I had fun with it. It is a totally new. Tell me another game like it.
I don't need to. It's
And,
a trap placing game. I don't care.
and the concept was so fun that you're the enemy, you're the evil one, and you don't necessarily want to be. And playing around with those traps ended up being so much fun.
I got mad at the story. I got mad at the concept. I don't care.
I feel like you've grown more cynical in 2022.
What do you want me to do in 2023? Be less cynical? He's wrong.
Who?
You. I was looking behind you. I was talking to somebody else. I'm not cynical.
You're not part of this.
No one thinks I'm.
Let him be who he is.
I'm who I am, and
No,
it.
that's bad. First of all, let me teach y'all something. Don't ever use the excuse, that's just how I am. Change how you are. If you suck, be better. He doesn't suck.
That makes me a hypocrite. If I change and go around and start saying, "Oh, I love you,"
You
and
don't
I
love
love,
him?
no, I love him, but I'm talking about like just everything.
How much?
Cubby? Trapped sucked. I don't like that game. Shrek is better.
Next.
What is this?
Twin Cobra.
Oh, Twin
We
Cobra?
just recently played it.
Yikes. Also bad. Trash, no, but almost. It's a very aged helicopter shooter that it's a quarter eater certainly, and we didn't like it.
Because it's not good.
It's not good.
Oh, it's passable in the arcade, but it's very bland.
This is interesting. Two shmups next to each other. I think Darius is better than it though. Like between the two.
But let me tell you something. I'm serious about your experience. You had a better experience with Trapped than Twin Cobra.
How do you know?
Because I talk to you every week about your gaming experience, and you didn't hate Trapped.
Yes, I did. Go play the tapes.
I'm gonna play the episode from the beginning.
Okay, everyone, get your popcorn. Twin Cobra was just boring. Yes, very, very boring and hard, and didn't stand out from other kinds of games like it. So no. Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful morning.
Left you hanging. What? I don't support him. Beautiful Joe is great. Really good game. First time I played it, I knew of it. Didn't like avoid. Well, I kind of did avoid it actually when I had a GameCube, like back in the day. Just looked kind of silly, and it is, but in the best way. This is a really good game, and it goes in A tier. Kotar is bottom of my A tier. Yeah, I like Beautiful Joe this much.
It's about where mine was.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Solid game.
Solid A, yes. Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition.
Kenny said this was one of his favorites
He did,
this
and
year.
you think he would put it in S tier? He probably would. Did you like this one?
I thought it was fine.
It's fine.
Let me see our votes. When did we play it?
A long time ago. I don't think it was that long ago, but it was.
All right, Warcraft 2. Dustin, yes. Kenny, yes. Nolan, no.
Yeah. Because it ages, and it doesn't do enough to break that barrier of like recommendation or like replayability for me, and like it's just a hard sell anyways. I don't hate strategy games, but this one was not doing anything for me, like anything special.
Do you remember it? It's pretty early, and so you can't even like what is it called when you like pre-plan what you want? You can't no queuing. You can't queue up your actions.
It's just
so
you
it's
do
one
it.
action at a time.
Yeah. It's rough.
It's rough.
And there's a reason I didn't give it. It's not trash, but it's certainly going to be pretty low for me. Like this, like that, kind of. Yeah,
you did
Kenny's.
not dislike Trap that much, but keep going.
I did. I played the episode really quick. Kenny's list is going to be chaotic, and we may never get a finished list. Like he'll probably go on forever. Also,
you think Kenny
there's
would
no.
sit down and do this?
No, we've asked him. He said no. He didn't say no. He just said, yeah. That's all he said. Yeah. Like, it's a good idea, but wow, we really are needing to show all this stuff.
You can also just make that screen smaller. But
How?
Control and scroll down.
Okay. Well. Okay.
This is going to look really good on the edit.
What edit? There. I fixed it.
You're just leaving all this black.
Yeah. Well, how do I fit it all?
I mean, don't do that until the very end. You're working on in certain areas, so it's fine.
Okay, well, now you can still see it. We only have 2 games anyways. and it is WarioWare Inc.
Mega Party Edition.
Mega-
Or something. Inc.
Mega Party Games Inc.
We played it together.
We played it together when we did our spring break live stream and like summit, like content summit, which was great. And I think because we did that, I enjoyed the game a lot more than I would have on my own. But I think that's okay, and that's going to come into play with how I rank this. I enjoyed my time with it, and I love WarioWare Inc. for the GBA. And it's similar, and some of the same games are even on this one, so that gives it some points for me too. This game goes in high B, actually. Somewhere around here. Yeah. If this would have been the GBA game, we have a completely different story, but it's high B tier for me.
I had it low B.
Okay.
Ooh, ending with a good one.
Ending with a good one, Yakuza. We have Yakuza.
You did not beat it.
No, I didn't. I got a good ways through, and then my save corrupted. I had to start over.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Yeah, remember you had to watch me like play from the beginning. This is a great game, and I really like it. It's an A tier game. It's not S tier. And I'm gonna put it, and it's like my first experience with it, and it's a series I've wanted to check out for a while. So like that was another great thing about this game. And I put it here.
Yeah. It was top of A for me.
Oh, I thought you put it S tier.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, is Samurai Kid still top 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
You did not lie.
I did it super. Okay.
But hold on.
Yeah.
I think you should go quickly,
Yeah.
bottom to top, and make sure everything's in the right order.
Okay. In
And if you
D.
need to move anything, do.
Okay, in D tier.
Lowest. Your worst game for the year is RoboCop 2.
Okay, worst game of the year is not Quake 4, even though it's really bad. Worst game of the year is not Balls, because there were some memes, and it's a game. It's a game. I just
for sure.
really don't like it, and it's kind of hard to play. Dragon Ball Z was one of my least favorite games this year.
And
I
least
can't-
remembered.
At least remembered. I blacked it out. I don't care about it. Bad. Not worst. Pickle Wars is not the worst because of the whole bit that we did with the jars, and I had fun on the episode, and it's something to laugh about. And if you haven't can tell by now, laughing at a game helps me like a game, so that one's fine. Barney is not the worst because it's for kids. That's not its fault. Or it's for babies. It's either Captain Planet or RoboCop 2. And I got mad at RoboCop 2 a little more than Captain Planet. So D is correct. But I am going to do this just because I hate Quake 4. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Okay, let me just go through this quickly.
Nothing to change?
Nothing to
You
change.
don't want to not have trapped lower than Twin Cobra?
No, I don't. Gross. I like this list. I like Dark Messiah in the first position out of all these games because it's like, it's not quite B tier, but I did enjoy my time with it, and so it's kind of on the edge. C's fine. Shrek is better than Hurdy-Gurdy. Crash Team Racing at the top of B. Do I really believe that? Yes. Superman at the bottom of B. All these mid Bs are accurate. Panzer Dragoon Saga goes above the shmup. No, it doesn't. Watch Kenny with RoboCop. Watch Kenny with RoboCop was really funny. Did you do the first play? He must have.
Yeah, you did the first
Ridiculous. Okay, A tier, the good stuff. Final Fantasy VI is at the top, followed by Ace Attorney, followed by Castlevania 64. High, and I knew it would be when I was going into this list because I liked that game.
And you liked it better than Yakuza?
I did, yeah. Overall, The rest of A kind of doesn't matter to me, although I do think Kotar goes last there. After the replay this time, I was like,
Yeah.
I love this game. I know I do,
Yeah.
but it's not what I thought it was fully in terms of playability. I like the rest of this. These RPGs next to each other is kind of perfect for me because I got them mixed up so much, but I liked them both.
The elites.
This might be something that I do.
Do you know how this doesn't determine it, but which game did you spend more time on?
6. And enjoy it all. You're right. I came back to this more. Not that Ace Attorney didn't have the same draw, but it's better. Okay. S tier, I've got Alien Soldier, followed by
Your favorite game of the
my
year?
favorite game of the year, followed by my second favorite, which was Layton, Resident Evil 4 is the third, and then Mega Man 5. I like my S tier too.
All right.
This is my tier list for 2022.
Before we leave, what is Nolan's worst take and what's his best take?
Yeah, I want to hear that. Clint said earlier that our lists are surprisingly similar with a couple of exceptions. So
We need to hear and we'll read and respond to all of your thoughts on Nolan's worst take and best take. Where does he get it right and where does he get it severely wrong in your opinion?
I think it's pretty right. I think Dustin had... I've got to get the Ace Attorney trilogy on Switch. Yes. Or on PC. It's on Steam as well. That's what I've been playing it on.
What is interesting is we both had 4 games in our S tier, and 2 of the games are the same.
Mega Man 5 and Layton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have Layton at the very top?
No.
What's your top?
Final Fantasy 6.
Okay, that's right. You said that.
It was Final Fantasy 6, Mega Man 5, Layton, and Perfect Cherry Blossom.
For the perfect Cherry Blossom and S is crazy to
loved
me.
it.
I know you did. I know. It's just that is the most surprising one. Obviously wrong about balls. I don't know why Kyle loves that one so much. I know. Worst take is Dark Messiah. Best is Layton. Why are people mad about Dark Messiah?
I felt like you liked it more.
I might have, but
The kick was fun. It was quirky. It was...
it's crazy. I mean, okay, I don't need to specify the worst take. Sigma Star Saga is the best placement. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember it, to be honest with you. Best take is, Nolan is 95% right. Even the ones like RE4 and MM5, I put way lower. I can accept being up there.
So, Clint, Alien Soldier be a #1 game of the year
Yes, dude.
at our Game Awards?
Yes, quit being an Alien Soldier hater. You're Bill Clintoning me right now. Worst is Hurdy-Gurdy. Best is RoboCop. Hurdy-Gurdy's not good.
It is good.
No, it is such a quirky mess. Happy to see Alien Soldier up there, but in all seriousness, it's a good list.
Best take is Rayman 2. Absolutely, it's a good game.
But it's kind of a random placement in A. But I'll take it. I don't think Quake deserves to be lower than top of D. You're probably right.
No one has Quake down there because he's mad that it should have been good.
You're probably right, but I'm not going to change it.
Superman above Monkey Island is worst take. Charlie's.
What?
Superman
Above Monkey Island?
People love Monkey Island.
I know. I know Monkey Island is a controversial one because I know people love it, but it's I don't know, it's not my thing. If I got the multiplayer working, you guys would have put Dark Messiah much higher, maybe.
Sure, I mean multiplayer changes games considerably.
Yeah. I thought you'd put Yakuza higher. It's pretty high. I'm happy with the placement. Top 10 for sure. It's in my top 10.
50 Cent is weirdly high. I don't know what he was thinking with 50 Cent. Well, it's down there now, but Fight for New York is not high enough.
It's higher than Bulletproof?
Yeah. I don't think it started off as higher.
I think it's fairly placed. And Bulletproof is in B because it's way better than it should have been in terms of production quality.
Yeah.
You have all of his music. You've got big celebrity voice actors. The gameplay's just bad. It's a fever dream, and I'm happy I lived through. Def Jam's a little low. Toy Story 2 is too high. That one's a lot of that one's nostalgia, I'll admit. I just enjoy that game from childhood, and it was fun to play it again.
My final thought is that out of how much you've negatively talked about the games that we played this year, because you thought it's a bad year for our games,
Yeah.
you have in A and S a considerable amount of games.
Yeah,
There's
but
a lot
I
of
have
B and
to.
C. You don't have to. What do you mean?
I mean, but
Those are good games.
I know, but when you put them up against the rest of those games, I put them in A, but against other games they might not be so high.
Got you.
But no, you're right. You're right. I was a little hard on the year.
And it's probably not as good as some of the other years.
Yeah, we've had some big hits in the past, but like, and I've been pretty tough on like the randomizations and the Patreon pools, because I mean, look at the lower half.
All
Like,
right, I think the thing that made it more difficult this year is I don't think most years we have that many in D tier. That's a lot of trash.
that's a lot of
games.
trash games, and even the lower part of C too. Some of those games,
Yeah.
those weeks are just like for me, like
Yeah.
okay. So, for me personally, I was just some of the year was a slog, but then yeah, you had I got to discover Alien Soldier and Leighton.
And Leighton.
And replay RE4, beat RE4 for the first time, and play MM5 for the first time. That was great.
And Yakuza and Phoenix Wright and Samurai Kid. You know,
Right.
There's some new games there.
Clint put it. I like how Clint put it. There were a lot of misses from last year, but the misses were really harder than normal. Like,
Yeah.
it's just bounced straight off. Was Warcraft 2 really that bad for me?
It's not his genre.
It's not my genre, but like it's also like the appreciation that I know you probably expect me to have for it. I don't feel that conviction. Like Kenny loves it, and I don't. I mean, that's about it. It's just fine. Yeah, Clint is right. There were so many that were just offensive. Pickle Wars. I mean, Pickle Wars felt like it was 2 years ago, and that's how bad it was. I just tried to forget it. Okay, that's my list.
Awesome.
Goodbye.
Do your list. Drop the link one more time.
Yeah, here.
Oh.
In case you missed it. James Pond.
Wasn't this year.
Awful game. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. This was kind of a last minute live stream. Dustin tried to get me to announce it like a time, but I didn't feel
He's
like
not
it.
a guy that he doesn't like to commit.
No. So thanks for being here. We'll try to get Kenny to do one.
We'll try.
He won't. But yeah.
Thanks, Dylan, for your wishes. But you're mean to me tonight, so I'm not talking to you.
He'll be better. You're welcome. Bye, guys. I'm gonna put on the starting soon page because I don't have the ending stream one.
Why?
So just pretend like it says stream ending. Goodbye.